The Allahabad High Court quashed 30 of 41 cases that showed how the National Security Act is being abused in Uttar Pradesh over the last 2 years. It observed that the district magistrates issued orders in a mechanical manner, basing the order merely on police FIRs. The court also said that the safeguard of effective representation for the detained was seriously infringed and that individual liberty guaranteed by the Constitution was taken away without proper application of mind. Taken together, cow slaughter cases and communal incidents account for 61 of the 120 cases adjudicated by the Allahabad High Court, in which the Uttar Pradesh administration invoked the National Security Act or NSA over the last 3 years. In as many as 50 of these habeas corpus cases it ruled in, the High Court struck down the orders and ordered the release of the detainees. The Indian Express tracks legal records of all the NSA cases that were dismissed to find out why the court did so and what were the reasons for the police and the DMs to lodge so many cases under the NSA.
Why is it draconian? Firstly, so if someone is arrested of charges, you have to be produced before a court, before a magistrate within 24 hours. That's mandatory. But if you are detained under the NSA, you do not be produced before the magistrate. So your right of that representation is not there. So you lose that right. Second is that the DMs need not have any sort of they do not rely upon anything. But the only ground is that the activities of the person who's detained has to be prejudicial to public order. So it's a very broad sort of a spectrum that is given to them. Third is that unlike like the criminal cases, here no action can be taken against the DM. So he has that protection under the law. So even if the DM passes, even if the orders are quashed by the High Court, the High Court or any other person cannot initiate any proceedings against the DM. He has that protection. Okay. And third is that, there is only this one advisory committee. Okay. So you can only either produce your case or fight the case against the advisory committee. And mostly in all of these cases, advisory committee has given a green signal to the NSA orders, or what we call as a habeas corpus, that the only recourse to a person who is detained under this draconian law can knock at the doors of either the High Court or the Supreme Court. Because like I'm re-emphasizing that you don't have a formal charge. Okay, there is no trial. You cannot be produced before the magistrate. So only you have to approach the High Court or the Supreme Court. So that's the only thing that is there. So basically your individual liberty is completely curtailed when it comes to the NSA. So, just to block the bail, these DMs invoke the NSA. One of the most startling revelation is that almost 70% or more than 75% of the people who were detained under NSA belong to the minority community, specifically the Muslims. So if you look at the numbers, there have been 120 orders in the last 3 years where final orders have been passed. And out of this, 94 of the cases have been quashed. That is almost 80% of the cases have been quashed by the Allahabad High Court. So one of the first things that they say is that these are not activities which are prejudicial to the public order. Okay, so you need to understand NSA can be only invoked if the activities are prejudicial to the public order. It is not a law and order issue. That's the first thing. The second thing is that, there was the courts have said that the DMs did not apply their mind, that these orders were passed in mechanical manner and on the basis of just the FIRs of the police. So basically they're again pointing out that this could be handled as a simple law and order issue, and you do not need to invoke the NSA. The third thing is that what the Allahabad High Court has said is that the only sort of a mechanism that is given to the person who is detained is an effective representation that he or she has to make before the government or the advisory board. So that wasn't followed, is what the Delhi Allahabad High Court has said, and has said that because there was ineffective representation of the petitioners, that's why they have to be quashed. So these are the broad ways why the Allahabad High Court has quashed the NSA. when someone is taken into preventive detention under the National Security Act, so he's formally not arrested. There are no charges. So you are taken into preventive custody. Okay. So the DMs have to pass these orders. So when DMs are passing these orders, they are relying upon the FIRs of the police. Okay. So first we need to understand that. Okay. And majority of the cases, the DMs are relying upon the FIRs which allege cow slaughter, the Prevention of the Cow Slaughter Act. Okay. And the second biggest category is where there have been communal incidents. Okay. Where the people have been arrested or FIRs have been filed in connection with communal incidents. Okay. The third category, of course, is cases which have some sort of political ramifications. Yeah, it involves either political members of a political party, etc. And then you have the others category, which is usually the DMs are relying upon criminal cases, normal murder, attempt to murder, that sort of a thing. We will be focusing on 20 specific orders passed by the Allahabad High Court. All of them indirectly relate to communal incidents. These are alleged communal incidents where the police had filed FIRs alleging that the Muslims had provoked another community. Interestingly, after these cases were filed, the DMs also passed the NSA orders against them, which means that for almost a year they can be under preventive detention. But however, when these cases came before the Allahabad High Court, all 20 were quashed. So when it comes to communal incidents, we see that the strike rate is almost 100%. That almost every case that landed to the Allahabad High Court was quashed.